Posted by u/silver_skirt_3606. I, 38F, am marrying my fiancé, 38M, next year. I'm the last of my friends to get married, and honestly, I had made my peace with being single and getting a dog before I met my fiancé. I am part of a group of 6 girlfriends who have all known each other since college. We've been through everything together: breakups, holidays, weddings, babies, promotions. When I told them I got engaged, they seemed happy and sent me congratulatory messages, but when everyone else got engaged, they threw them parties or went out for dinner to celebrate. They didn't do that in my case. I gave them nearly a year's notice for my bachelorette party, which I'm keeping low-key as I don't want a big event. We're going for dinner and drinks at one of my favorite restaurants in our city. However, slowly, all of my friends have been dropping out, saying they can't get a babysitter, have to work late, or are on a work trip. I've obviously invited them all to the wedding as well, which again is a small affair, and one has already messaged the group chat saying she's not sure she can get a babysitter for that day. My wedding is months away, and I'm finding it really hard to believe that she knows that far in advance. 2 others have also said they're not going to stay for the reception as they will be tired by then. The straw that broke the camel's back was when I sent the link to the registry. My fiancé and I already have a house together, so we're asking for mostly small things. Nothing costs more than $50, and we're delighted with anything anyone chooses to buy us. They sent a message in the chat saying they were going to band together to get me an air fryer as a group gift. It costs $40, so I was a bit surprised that they seemed to be chipping in about $8 each. Over the years, I must have spent thousands of dollars on their weddings, 2 of which were overseas. I have attended dinners and brunches to celebrate their job promotions and bought gifts for their babies, all the while feeling terrible about myself, watching my friends celebrate the happiness I never thought I'd get. I sent a message just asking for clarification if it was all of them buying it together, and one replied asking if I was calling them cheap, and since then, there has been dead silence. That really wasn't my intention, but it feels like because I'm last, they're just over having to do these events, and it's feeding into my insecurity about getting married so late. But they do have legitimate reasons for these things. They all have lives and kids and maybe not as much money as when we were a bit younger. Maybe I'm just letting my insecurities get in the way. Am I overthinking this? Commenter. The worst part is actually the cheapness. If you're asking for all this understanding and compromise from one friend while singling her out and giving zero effort, the least anyone can do to make up for that is get the most awesome gift as a sorry I didn't make the effort to come, here's something to make up for it a bit. What they've shown now is that they don't want to make an effort for you at all, and they also don't want to spend money on you at all. I'd send this post to the group chat and then say my goodbyes, including, don't bother with the air fryer, I've had more hot air by now than I can handle in a lifetime. Update 1 day later. Hi everyone, I didn't think I would have an update to give, but I wanted to repay everyone's kindness. Some people said some really lovely and helpful things. First off, I wanted to clarify a few questions that were asked. I didn't care at all what they bought us as a gift, and I didn't care if they got us a gift at all. It was never about the air fryer. I really wasn't calling them cheap, I was just clarifying if it was coming from all of them. I also didn't ask if they were getting us a gift, they brought this up themselves. I couldn't put my finger on why it made me feel a bit weird. I think the word I was searching for was disrespect. Someone said an $8 gift is worse than no gift, and I think that's the heart of it. The money issue came up as well. As far as I know, all of my friends are fairly solvent. We all work in the finance field, mostly as accountants, and 3 are very senior in their firms. All of their husbands have good jobs, but we never discuss money. I know kids and the cost of living are high at the moment, so I'd never want to assume anyone's financial status, but everyone seems okay. The other issue was that a lot of people ask how often we see each other, and the answer is quite regularly. We made a pact years ago to meet up at least once a month, no matter how crazy life gets, and we've mostly been able to stick to that. The 6 of us usually meet for Sunday brunch. Apart from that, I live in the same neighborhood as 2 of them, so we occasionally do dinner, and attending parties for their kids is a must. Regarding my wedding, it isn't child-free and is in our city. I love kids, and my friends' kids are like surrogate nieces and nephews to me, so they are all invited. The friend who said she couldn't find childcare mentioned that she didn't want to bring her kids because she said weddings are easier without them. Lastly, some suggested they might not like my fiancé. However, they've never given me that impression. Everyone seems to get along well enough. They've known him for 2 years, and he occasionally goes golfing with some of their husbands. Now onto the update. Reading the comments was like having cold water thrown over me. I had never considered myself the outsider friend, but a lot of people suggested that I was, and it really threw me. I got overwhelmed. I didn't send any message to the group chat, even though many commenters gave me great suggestions about what to write. Instead, I withdrew into myself until my fiancé prized it out of me what was wrong. I showed him this post, and he got super quiet and really, really angry. I've never seen him this angry over anything, ever. He asked if I had spoken to them about this, and I said no. Then he started calling them individually and reading them the riot act. He called them $8 jerks and said he would be sending them an itemized list of the thousands of dollars I've spent on them over the years. He called out the one who said she couldn't get a babysitter, and she eventually admitted she was sick of having to go to the same boring wedding over and over, and yours won't be any different. He completely lost it at her. I hate the idea of him fighting my battles for me, so I asked him to stop after the third person. I sent a message in the group chat asking if we could all talk as a group, but the three he called sent voice messages saying that my fiancé was a psycho and that they wouldn't speak to me anymore. I just felt really tired and defeated, so I sent a message saying that if they didn't want to be friends anymore, that was fine, and to consider their invitations withdrawn from the bachelorette and wedding. No one has replied, so I guess we're done. I suppose I'm better off, but I don't feel that way. I just feel numb and sad. They've been such a big part of my life for so long, and I really feel the loss. I'm especially heartbroken that I won't see their kids anymore. Some of them refer to me as auntie, and it's making me cry thinking that I won't get to see them grow up. My fiancé has apologized for rushing in and not asking me how I wanted to handle it, and I've accepted. We're good, and I'm looking forward to our life together. I mostly wanted to say thank you to the kind Redditors who helped me see the light about this, offered congratulations on our wedding, and even offered to buy us a gift. I'll delete this post soon, as I just want to put this behind me now.